Okay, so basically what I'm doing is that I'm doing all the analytics for California. I'm choosing different age gaps with different ads, so that way I know which one pleases the other, and then I'll like change the audience. So we'll choose 5 different ads and see which one works. So I already picked 3. So I was thinking, what do you think about this as an ad? So I filmed this one. It's kind of showing the colors of the wand tubes. Should I do more like the influencer ones?
Yeah, I think you should try each different one in the video.
Okay, so because for this one, I already asked her for permission if it was okay to use her video in an ad. And I like the one that she did because it's kind of showing like a lip combo, because a lot of people, they like to know like what certain people's lip combos are. And I like the way that she did it because she did it like very just straight to the point, you know, and it's showcasing the products too, like, and it's just simple, like it seems more natural, like it's not really like advertising. So I was thinking of changing the caption. So what I'm using for the caption, I'm trying to experiment with no hashtags. I'm trying to do the ads with no hashtags to see how they go, and I'm just gonna tag them on the post. That way whenever people see the ad, they can just click on the post to see, you know, who is tagged, and they can follow them. Just in case that ad blows up, the influencer gets some exposure to. Writing for the caption, I'm writing homemade, vegan, and cruelty-free. Homemade, vegan, cruelty-free products. Chestnut and diamond icing for this beautiful lip combo. And I think it's important to document this because I feel like our business is gonna blow up because we're working hard for it. So I think that if we have the documentation of the process and everything, I think it's gonna be really cool. So I do want to show like a tour of the house before we leave. We should have been doing that. When we had furniture and all that, but we didn't. But I think it's important that we do like a tour because I want people to be able to see where we started and everything, because we did start the business living here. So I think it's important that we do that. We should show like where the office is. You know, everything's kind of empty right now, but I think that it's important that we do that.
You know what we do too as another like marketing strategy? Going on podcasts and telling your story.
Yeah.
Just telling your truths about everything, because I noticed when you tell people your truths about something and where you come from, people start to resonate with you as a person and they check you out. Yeah. Just like Skinny Los Angeles or something like that. Skinny Confidential.
Oh yeah.
Dude, like she
came out of Gary Vee.
Yeah, and then she started doing a shit ton of podcasts, and she started blowing up. And then I actually started seeing her on Instagram, and I just watched her stuff, and then I followed her just to see what type of marketing advice she was putting out, you know?
Okay. Well, for the audience, I chose California, older ages, just because lip combo can be used like with anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only have 4 pending ads. So I'm running an ad with Megan's ad, one with Cece's ad, one with like unpackaging the ad, and one with like Moore's for profile visits. So I have one more ad that I need to do. Which one do you think I should do? Do you think I should do more like of another influencer ad?
Yeah, do another influencer ad.
So Megan's was more call to action. Cece's was more showing, like, it was more of a natural ad that doesn't really advertise, so that's good. The one where it's like the motivational talking in the background, that was for profile visits. And the ad where someone's unpackaging is to kind of get the feeling of what you're going to feel when you unpackage it.
Yeah.
So basically the last ad we can do, that one didn't perform as well.
It could resonate with people differently on TikTok compared to Instagram.
You're right.
Because I remember when you were doing your lip gloss videos, where you were just showing the lip gloss and then you were pouring it in, dude, you got 4,000 views. And that was organic.
On Instagram.
That
was organic.
I was like, damn.
It was when I first started showing how it was making lip gloss. And I think it's because a lot of people weren't doing that. Like they were showing like how they made it, but they weren't really showing like their face, like the whole picture, you know, like their workstation or whatever. I'm thinking of running this ad, but I'm not sure. It's the one where I'm making chestnuts on Instagram, but I was thinking because this is one of them, I'm showing how I make it. So I'm building it up.
I think you should test everything out. That's what Gary Vee was saying. If you had 100 or you had 25 different things, dude, 3 of them you'll know. We didn't know this in the beginning. We thought, oh, we just run the same type of stuff. No, just try everything.
Exactly.
Try everything. We don't know what works. And I bet you, he said with 100, I think he said 20 will blow up or 15 will fucking have millions of views, you know? It's good now that you figured that the sound was so low.
Yes.
Because now if it turns off,
we're testing out Instagram ads because we want to actually start taking serious the process of doing these ads. So we're running $5 Instagram ad. We're running 5 different ads, and the people that we're running with their ads from is influencers that we worked with, and we've already asked for permission. Always make sure that you ask for permission because you do not want to get sued. You do not want to have any problems, any miscommunication. It doesn't matter if they created the product for you, always, because at the end of the day, it is their content, they created it. Make sure that you ask for the permission, whether it's written in email or in DM or text message, however it is that you guys communicate. Okay, so the 5 different types of ads that we're running is one where one of the influencers is doing like an unboxing, unpackaging type of video where she's inciting a call to action at the end of the video, which is really important. The second video that we're doing is more of an aesthetic page, doing like a close-up video where she unpackages, which I really like. The third one is an influencer where she is sharing her lip combo using our products and using a bronzer from another brand. So it's more natural, it's not that salesy, it's more like of a natural, oh, what is your lip combo, here's the products that I use type of video. The fourth one that we're running is more for motivation for other business owners. If there's other business owners that need some motivation, they can follow our page or whatever, because we're all about positivity. We don't gatekeep. And the final ad that we're testing for one day, because all of these ads are only going to be for 24 hours, and whichever are the ones that pop off more, we're going to increase the budget for them. Scale until, you know, we're putting hundreds of dollars into marketing. So anyways, the last one that I'm doing is a video of me making lip gloss. Now, I know that a lot of people were asking on my TikTok, like, oh, you should put your hair back or whatever. But a lot of the lip gloss videos that I do, I only leave my wig on while I'm making the video, and literally right after I make the video, I take my wig off. And plus, I don't like wearing wigs all the time anyway. It's more like just for aesthetic or video quality. Basically, that's what we're doing. We're talking about marketing today. Babe, are there any tips that you want to talk about marketing that we should tell them about? Since we're documenting everything, I think it's a good idea that, you know, we're starting to market. I mean, we're starting to document because we're listening to Gary Vee telling us that it's important that we start documenting our journey. What do you think are some important things that people should know when it comes to marketing?
That it takes time.
It takes time. What else?
That don't expect things like to come fast.
There's a lot of people that are trying to sell you that you can get rich fast. Like if you notice, you'll see people that'll say, oh, how you can make $10,000 fast or all this. Nothing that's good and substantial comes easy. Comes in a way where you cut corners. You always have to work more strategically. You have to work. You have to have a strategy. You don't just, you know, it can happen, probably maybe like less than 1% of people, but most likely to everyone, especially when you're starting from zero with no help. You don't have a loan, like no budget. Like I'm talking about people that are starting from ground zero. You have to work your way up. That's just the way it is. Well, since we're talking about marketing, is there anything else that we need to touch since we already talked about Instagram ads?
Influencers. So like reach out to influencers.
So since we are talking about marketing, a long time ago before Gloss Cake Cosmetics was even a thing, we were running drop shipping. This is when drop shipping was super big in 2017, and we were doing Facebook ads. And we actually bought this course for a lot of money, and now that I think about it, we didn't even have to do that, but we did it because that's how much we believe in business. And you know, we were just like stoked, like we had a big amount of money come into our life, and we were like, okay, we're gonna spend this money into this course because we're serious. We want to take our business to the next level. So we were getting taught, and then it, like, basically the course was like, if it doesn't work in 30 days, don't worry, it's gonna be okay, like, we'll refund you your money or whatever. And now we're like, okay, like, it's risk free, like, it's cool, like, we can do that. Basically, you couldn't even unlock the whole course within those 30 days. So it's basically a scam if you think about it, because how are you supposed to, basically you couldn't ask for a refund until you looked through the whole course. But their strategy was to lock the whole course and only unlock it week by week. So if you think about it, in 30 days, the whole course wasn't even going to be available. So we're like, okay, whatever. Well, we did learn a lot about like making ads and stuff like that on Facebook. But the problem with Facebook ads is that it locks you out of your account all the time. Why is it that I have my email and my password and it keeps locking me out? I've tried it so many times and it keeps locking me out. So if you guys have any information on that, let me know, because I am not understanding that part. When we were doing drop shipping at that point, we did notice our return of investment with Facebook ads. And I knew that if we scaled it, we could actually make a lot of money. But it's funny how when we started doing that, our finances started going a little bit more down, so we weren't able to invest as much. And I think that's where money management is important. Well, I had to learn to start managing money. Now, one thing you have to understand, especially if you're starting from ground zero, it's okay to get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, but don't quit. Just because you quote unquote fail doesn't mean you're failing. That doesn't exist in the business world. Unless you actually don't want to do it anymore, then you fail. Okay, you fail, like, you accept it. But look at it as, okay, I learned, I need to manage my money, I need to do this, I need to put this, I need to spend $100, $500, $1,000 a week on ads if I want to make this amount of money. I have to realize that when I'm testing ads, I'm going to lose $100, I'm going to lose $300. Like, you really just have to put into consideration that it can't matter to you that you're losing, because in business, in the beginning, you're going to lose more than you're going to win. But the way you have to look at it, be strategic. Don't just gamble with your money. Be strategic about how you're going to grow. One of the things that I think is important, okay, so if you guys remember, if any of you guys have been following since I started in November, I believe, of 2019, our packaging was very simple. So we're using those like transparent jewelry bags. Our ingredients and everything was high quality, but the packaging, the labels, everything was like more like just, you know, we just wanted to get it started. And I'm gonna tell you guys, that's good, because now that I look back and I see that, I'm like, wow, I'm so proud of myself, because I was still able to make sales, I was still able to tell my story, I was still able to continue, and I'm learning and learning more as we grow, because a lot of people want to wait till everything's perfect. Well, you have to realize this, okay, do I have a big budget? No. Okay, well, if I don't have a big budget, why do I expect to have a company of a big budget? If I have a small budget, I have to work with what I have. Instead of focusing on what I don't have, I'm going to focus on what I do have. So back then, I was able to afford influencer marketing. I was making much more money with my income when I first started my business than I am now. Now I'm making like maybe 10 times less than what I was making before quarantine. So I was able to send out to a lot of Instagram influencers. Now, what I did learn was that if I would have started on TikTok earlier, back in November, I would have probably had a bigger audience, probably more skills. I would probably learned everything that I know now towards the beginning of quarantine and had a much more success. Now, I can't focus on that because I have to move on and just work with what I have, because everything happens for a reason. So I started my TikTok page in the beginning of quarantine in March, right?
Yeah.
So we started in March, and it's funny because I told Isaac, I said, okay, I'm gonna start my TikTok and I know I'm gonna grow. And it's funny because I was like, dude, I only have like 3 followers, then I have 10, and then like I have 500, and like I started realizing like I was growing really slow but kind of fast at the same time. Growing fast, like I remember within 2 weeks I already had more followers than I did on Instagram. And I was like wow, like I actually like the organic reach that TikTok has. So then I started to realize what kind of videos, I started experimenting what kind of videos were the ones that would go viral, and those were the ones that I would try to recreate. But at the same time, I wanted to create content too that I liked, because I don't want to just create videos that are viral. I want to create content that resonates more with how it was, you know? So I think when it comes to TikTok marketing, you just have to post. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I would not listen to TikTok coaches on TikTok. If what they're preaching doesn't resonate with their page, I would not even listen to them. I'm sorry, I would not listen to them. But what I do recommend is posting anywhere from 3 to 6 times on TikTok. Why? Because there's a lot of competition on TikTok now. Everyone is going on TikTok, so there's not that much of organic reach as there is now, like as there was before. So make sure that you're posting 3 to 6 times per day if you're trying to grow. And what I do, the method that I try to use is I try to like record all my videos in one period of time, and then just leave them in my drafts, and then just set a timer and post them every hour. And I recommend posting anywhere from 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 12 a.m. to begin posting. Make sure that you're interacting. Comment back. A lot of people, and I see this a lot, they do not comment back. Like literally, who do you think you are? Comment back. It's important that I understand that sometimes you could forget or you could be busy. That has happened to me. Like I don't respond back. But like if you have time, comment back, because people don't want to feel like, people want to support you. If people are supporting you, like appreciate that, because that person that supports you, it could mean so much to them that you're even thinking about responding back to them, you know? So make sure that you respond back, and you're courteous, you're kind. Don't listen to hate comments. Do not focus on hate comments. Try to not even reply to hate comments, because when you do that, you're sending it to the algorithm to more toxic people, so it's gonna send you more toxic people. You respond more, like basically whatever you put out, that's what you put in. I know that sometimes like you're just gonna get hate out of nowhere, but just focus on the positive. Focus on people that support you. Focus on people that are giving you good comments. Go on their profile, like their video, watch their video, show them support just like they show you support. Anyone that tells you it starts with $0, they're lying. Anyone that tells you it's only $50, they're lying. You have to spend money into marketing. That is the truth. If no one wants to tell you the truth, that's the truth. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, I'm organic. Yeah, it probably took them 3 to 4 years to grow as big as they are, because they did it the organic way. If you want faster results, obviously everything that you do is organic. You have to realize that you're in a world where marketing and selling is becoming overplayed. So getting seen is gonna cost money. Like, you have to be realistic. I don't know if that hurts. I don't know, like maybe you work for other people, but marketing is important. You're gonna have to pay for ads. You're gonna have to pay to send to influencers. Do not DM influencers to buy your products. That is rude. How do you expect to use them and expect them to buy your product at the same time? That doesn't make sense. You literally have to gift them your products. Talk to them. Ask them what it is that, talk to them. A lot of influencers are really nice, and they're people. They're not machines. They want you to treat them like human beings. So talk to them, build relationships with them. Talk to them about your goals. If they're going through something, support them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be a human being, treat people like human beings, and just take it easy. Don't put so much pressure to yourself. I want you guys to know that the internet, there's a lot of lies, a lot of deception, a lot of things that are not true. So make sure that you have a lot of discernment, and that you think and I'm not saying judge other people, oh, like they're fake, their orders are fake. No. Learn, okay, if I'm doing everything that I can, what can I do to improve? Don't put yourself in a victim mentality. I'm not making sales. No. How can I make sales? That's the person that succeeds. How can I make sales? Do research. Is there anything you want to say? I know I've talked a lot.
For your YouTube, is it going to be like Angie, or is it going to be Basket? Should be Angie.
Oh, I do have one. I have one that's Life with Angie. So I was just thinking of doing like the documentary. Like, who cares about how my hair down or anything? Like, I want it to be real, Kind of like record like the conversation that I was having. I wanted to get into detail about the marketing when it comes to Instagram or building your brand. like I said, it's good to start off by testing your ads on Instagram, because you don't want to just put a budget on an ad that's not going to serve, because a lot of people don't resonate with salesy ads. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, depending on who you are or what your brand is, really. Right now, our contract is ending. I don't even know if I should share details, but basically looking to move, so that's what we're gonna do. We're looking for a place where we can live and be able to do what we need to do, because we don't believe in working for the man. Of course, we don't judge anybody that does, but for us, we know how to make money without going to a 9-to-5. Yes, it's not something that other people like agree with or like to do, but we are currently looking for a place where we're able to live, worrying about having to work a 9-to-5. We don't care. To us, it doesn't matter about living luxuriously. That's not the point. The point is to be able to focus on our business, focus on our passion, on what we're supposed to do, and basically that's what we're trying to do. Every time I upload a video, I feel cool or whatever, I'm gonna upload videos a lot. No, but I really do this time. It's not that hard to just turn on the camera and just record my conversations. I always have these conversations with Isaac, so I think that it's important that I just start documenting my journey so that you guys can really see what it's about. It's not all glam and it's not all perfect this, perfect that. I really want to show you guys what it really is to run a business. Don't be fooled with what you see. Appreciate with what you have, work with what you have, and enjoy the process. Enjoy the process, because the more your business grows, the more problems you're gonna have. I appreciate you for watching. Make sure that you tune in for the next episode of Life with Angie. So, thank you. Bye.